What's a double standard that you're actually fine with having? I'm the primary breadwinner in my house. Fortunately I make enough to where my wife can be a psalm. If she ever wanted to go out and get a job and bring in her share, she'd have my full support. But I'm perfectly fine being the one who goes out and works to provide for the family while she handles the paperwork and manages the home front. When I honk my car horn at someone, it's a polite and respectful "Hello dear friend, please be advised that the traffic light has turned green and we may proceed." When someone else honks their car horn at me, it's "God, I'm a twat waffle, I only think of myself, I'm a product of incest who has no ability to wait youre." I married young and had kids young. I will do it again. I discourage others from doing it. My partner and I had very unique circumstances that had us each separately living as independent adults quite young. There was a lot of life lived between 16 and 21 that many others thankfully don't experience. Men should physically protect their families in a physical altercation. Women should scurry the family away to safety. I'm fine with my wife leaving me to handle a mugger. It's actually easier if my family weren't around so I could focus on the mugger. This has never happened thankfully. I feel bad when I hear a normal person had something bad happen to them. If a rich person suffers something, I figure, we should be eating them anyway, so no big deal. In fact, the more bad things that happen to rich people the better. Hopefully really bad. I'd say paparazzi are scum and it's okay to break their cameras or push them out of the way if they're physically blocking you. They chose that job willingly and caused people to self-harm, turn to drugs, and suicide. Smoking while telling people they shouldn't smoke. I'm a smoker. Sometimes people ask if it's worth it, and I always say no. I started smoking in a hard time in my life, and now can't get away from it. I'm fine with having all the physical labor in our family done by me. I would rather do it all than talk about who does what, and I'll do it faster and better anyway. She can sit and look at her phone. Gender bathrooms with women having to line up longer. This is why, as a man, I don't really like gender-neutral bathrooms. I want to keep my male privilege of not lining up for a toilet. Motorcycles that can filter way through traffic to front and also park in a lot more spots because it doesn't disturb people. The things that done in a car would enrage some. I'm a proponent of the reverse orgasm gap. Women should come more than men during intercourse. That's why, on average, they have a much smaller refractory period. I mean, I'd wanna pay for a date here and there. When I feel like it. Other than that we split since now women work and make money as much as I do. Man shrugging. I'm fine with the double standard of wanting to insert something into someone else but not let them insert anything into me. That men have to catch bugs in the house. I feel bad when they kill them, so I try my best to catch and release. Girls go to college to get more knowledge, boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Man shrugging. It's just common sense. I'm 100 against bullying, but a bully getting bullied? I'm good with maybe 99.9 against bullying. Violence is never the answer. Except against Nazis. It should always be okay to physically assault a Nazi. Women not having to work hard manual labor. They aren't built for it really, and I'm super fine with that. I tell others to not be afraid to ask for help. Meanwhile, I want to do everything without help. Rich people are jailed and poor people get their money. I would be totally fine with that. Let's be honest here. We're fine with most double standards if they work for us. When a man doesn't tee off on a woman with his best haymaker BC she slapped him. As a man, I love being able to go out and not get harassed on a regular basis. Playing League of Legends while telling people not to play League of Legends. I'm against slave labor, and I have a smartphone, cheap clothes, etc. Men who get laid a lot are studs, women who sleep around a lot are whores. Being accepting of gay people, but not myself for the same reason. Tolerance does not mean you have to tolerate the intolerant.